right, thanks so much, guys, for staying here with us. Joining us this afternoon is a 6'3" artist, writer, producer, engineer, and visionary who is creating his own sound called the Afro-Caribbean style. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome to the show this afternoon, Chantman!
All the way from St. Martin!
Yeah, man.
How are you?
Everything blessed. You don't know the thing, go. We have it covered like insurance policies. You follow
Wow, interesting. I love it. And the fact that you have a DNA in Ghana and Guinea-Bissau.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what brings you to Nigeria?
Actually, on my father's mother's side, it's 58% Nigerian. So we found that out not too long ago.
Okay. So how have you been finding Nigeria?
I love it. To me, it's like a different planet, though.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Tell me, the culture shock.
The culture different. I see people selling stuff on the highway. The food is different. Everything is fresh. Like we had food outside the fridge for like 5 days, and it was
Straight,
still good.
and it was...
Like different stylists on deck. You know, I have a Nigerian stylist who made my clothes.
In fact, your ensemble is so nice.
So everything has been fantastic so far. The women are very beautiful.
Of course.
Yeah. Everybody's been friendly so far. I've been to the beach. I've had all the soups.
Tell me, which is your favorite?
So far, Adekaikong.
What? Edikaiko.
What do you love about it?
The texture.
Oh, wow.
I eat my soups with Gary.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But then I had the bafang soup. Afang. Afang with periwinkle.
Periwinkle.
I was going to go there. Is it the fact that you have to suck the periwinkle?
Well, you know how the thing go already.
Assignment.
So I think that you are tilting towards Calabar, Akwa Ibom. So maybe that is where your DNA actually lies.
Well, that's the ones I've been enjoying. But I've also had, you know, the egusis.
Okay.
The bitter leaf soup, and then the stew with the white rice and all
You're
that.
actually really having a good time.
Yeah, man, I'm having a great time.
I don't want to take you away, but I want to stare a bit away. Have you been to Ghana?
I've been to Ghana before.
You've tried their jollof?
Yes.
And you've tried Nigerian jollof?
Yes.
So which would you say is better?
When I'm in Nigeria, I eat Nigerian jollof. When
When
I'm
you're in Ghana, don't be
Ghana.
diplomatic. Don't be diplomatic. We take it very seriously here.
You have to decide.
The war has been on since.
Yes.
Okay, so then where do you put the Senegalese then? Because
Oh, wow, yeah. So there are so
shall
many.
we continue on this topic? Or?
Interesting. So people have different takes on this because they even believe that with Ghana and Nigeria, jollof rice did not even come from Ghana. It did not come from Nigeria. So interesting.
It's come from the wall of people of Senegal, the Senegambia area. So anyway.
That's debatable though, but it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, so it's great to know that you've had fun so far since you've been in Nigeria. Now let's talk about your music.
Yes.
Music started for you in the choir, and then you decided to get serious with music in 1999 when you performed on stage
for the first time.
And you got that reaction.
And I was hooked. I was hooked from there.
Can you take us back to that moment, how you felt, and what was that thing that made you go on stage? Because I've seen a lot of people say, oh, they were supposed to perform, maybe they didn't perform well, or they were scared or stage fright. How was that moment for you?
The moment of going on stage?
Yeah, going on stage, and then the reception, when you were overwhelmed by the reception.
Well, ever since I was young, I used to be making like music in class. I was the one that would disturb the classroom making music. So once I got the opportunity, I was like, okay, let's give it a shot. The song was a little bit popular among my peers. And as soon as I got on stage, everybody was like
singing
vibing,
along. I get it.
So it was like, what? This is what I was made for.
Wow.
I felt at home. I did feel at home. And I just keep chasing that every single time.
Interesting.
Now. Yeah.
So I'm going to take this deeper because you touched, when I was reading your bio, you touched a bit about your parents,
Yeah.
And then you were like, so music was like a safe haven for you.
Yes.
So would you say that? Because sometimes some of us, when we have issues and then we have maybe some hobby, we just run to those hobbies and then I mean, that's like always a saving grace.
Yeah.
So tell me about that. I mean,
So music for me was the thing that made me accepted by the cool kids. Because growing up, I grew up without my parents. So my grandmother had a hard time keeping up with the trends that would make me accepted, like the fly clothes, the nice sneakers and stuff, what all the other kids had because their parents was kind of well-to-do and in their lives or whatever. And I was teased because I had like one pair of shoe and blah, blah, blah. And once I found music and I opened my mouth, and then they see how everybody react. Now the cool kids are like, yeah,
they want
that's
to
my
associate
guy.
with you. Oh
That's
my
my
God,
guy.
I love it.
Yeah, so it's just been my superpower since then. And, you know, my grandmother was very strict. So I could see the Nigerian in her actually now. Now that I've experienced the place, I could see because she was always about study your book, this, da, 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 da. And when I told her I wanted to do music, she was like, well, if you have to do music, you have to be very serious about it. And she got me in touch with some like people from the church who had instruments and just started exploring from there. But it has always been something that I would run to when I had nobody in my life, when I was feeling down, when a girl break my heart, all them things, I would just write about it, come up with little songs and make myself feel better. And in extension, it made the people around me feel good. So turned it into a career eventually.
Yeah, you know, that's actually how you get the best out of music, when you run to it after a heartbreak or something sad happens.
Yep. I will also run to it when I'm in a fun mood too, just to spread that fun across the room or whatever. But yeah.
Interesting.
Turn up the temperature. Me love it when the fire start burn. Love it when you turn it up. Turn up the temperature, turn it up.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back to the show, guys. We still have Chantman in the building, and we just checked out his music video, Turn Up the Temperature. So there was something you were telling me about the video when we were on the break. What inspired it? And take us through the process.
Turn Up the Temperature is a song, you know, when you have an intimate moment and you're so inspired, but you can't just keep that energy to yourself. You have to find an outlet to express it extra. It was really hot that day.
It's a Friday for married people only. Okay, interesting.
And shout out to my sinful sinners as well.
Oh, wow, I get it.
So when we were on the break, you were telling me that you mixed, you mastered, you directed this video, you did everything.
I did everything from scratch.
So apart from being a singer, you have other talents, other things you do.
Yeah, I produce, I mix, master my stuff. I also do sound design for films.
Oh, wow, interesting. And that takes me to this question, because I saw that you joined a band and then you became a solo artist at the end of today. And not too long ago, you went to the academy and then you have your record label right now. Interesting stuff. So it's all about music for you.
Everything
fully about music.
Music, entertainment.
Entertainment, all right. Interesting. So I want to know, what will be the fulfillment for you in the long run? Like, after acquiring all of this talent, all of the skills, and putting them into use?
I would like to be part of a company that initiates the creation of the hardware that we use in our industry. So I would like for us to develop a microphone, speakers, cables, software, all that stuff right here in Nigeria. That would be the ultimate thing. So where we tap into the intellect and the education, what we're receiving here, because as most people will know and probably vouch for, the Nigerians are very intelligent. And then we have a lot of youth here with a lot of skills that they could use their hands to create a lot of things. And plus we have the raw materials to create those things. So devices such as microphones, cables, pop filters, speakers, those things would be what I would like to see created on the continent. Because I went to an engineer conference in California in January, and all the vendors were like Asian, German, Belgic, American.
I get it.
And Afrobeats is like the biggest genre.
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
the-
so why don't we have people from Africa there representing?
selling the equipment.
Yeah.
So that's what you say long term. That's my long term. I would love to see that. And obviously, I did this program in Ghana called Chantman Fun with the Kids, where we did a program in a rural community that bordered Côte d'Ivoire. And we gave scholarships to kids who would be able to go in their community, identify issues that they have, and solve them with resources they already have available.
Oh, wow.
That's really nice.
Yeah,
Well
so,
done.
So the ones that came up with the best ideas, we paid for their education for a year.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Yeah,
so musically now, what are
Yes.
we expecting from Chantman?
Today, as we hear, one of my latest releases has just been dropped.
Dropped? Oh,
Yes.
wow.
On all streaming platforms with one of Nigerians' most lyrical.
Who?
His name is Magneto.
Oh, wow. Well done.
Yeah, so
Well done.
myself and Magneto have a record that just dropped today called Magnetic.
Okay.
That's a record that I kind of studied his whole brand and made the beat, and my manager Uche had just given me advice the night before about leaving a little bit of space, because you know, as a Caribbean born person, sometimes we can fill up the song with a lot of lyrics.
Okay.
He was like, leave a little space.
Oh, I get it.
And
So
Magnetic
the
was-
style that will really suit.
Yes.
Yeah,
Nigeria.
the market here. And Magnetic was my first effort to try that strategy.
Oh, wow.
And now we have it released, and we're shooting a video on Tuesday next week.
Okay.
Yeah, so excited about that.
I'm excited about it
Yeah,
too.
looking forward to
And
that.
while I've been here, I've been collaborating with the likes of Peter Brown, who I also produced his latest single called Bounce.
Okay.
That features Magneto as well.
Okay, so-
So pretty busy, and now I'm touching base with like the likes of W4 and a couple other local legends and everything.
That's really good. So for
Yeah.
people who want to reach out to you on social media, what are your social media handles?
My social media handle is I am Chantman. IamChantman. I am Chantman. That's the best way to contact me. And obviously, if you're going to be talking business, I'm going to divert you to Mr. Uche Dominic, which is the management from Revcom Media Group.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on the show. It was really, really nice to have you. And that's it with our guest for today, guys. Here's this week's reminder that happiness is free.
Yeah, man. You don't know the thing, we have it covered.
My girl said she wanna take that trip, so I just get it if I want it. If you fall in love, girl, it's that. You go to breakfast and no coffee, so I just get it if I want it. If you fall in love, girl, it's that. You go to breakfast and no coffee. Can you see people I'm not catchy? I'm not faking this, no fugazi. You see the feelings, I'm not catchy. Come on.
Happiness is indeed free.
Yes,
I
it
love every part of that.
Yeah, it was the energy, everything for me.
Everything. And with that, we have come to the end of the show today. We want to say a very big thank you to you, Chantman, for
Yeah.
being a part of the show today.
It was my absolute pleasure to be here. This is my first TV interview in Nigeria.
Ooh.
Wow. So we should feel special for having you
well,
here.
Absolutely. You guys should be collecting autographs. Because they will be quite expensive in the next couple months.
Oh, I get it. All right, I've done this with a very beautiful lady, Kath and Chantman. My name is Honeypot. Do not forget that all our shows this week and before now are on YouTube, so you can just do yourself that pleasure of enjoying your weekend with that. And we will be back on Monday, bigger and stronger. Yes, God willing. All right, you take care of yourself. Happy weekend.
Bye, guys.